Acala are trying to attract stakers and grow their brand, but meanwhile there was some parallel finance and Polkadex drama that happened this week. Let's find out what happened in today's Polkadot news. Let the chaos and drama begin. Hello, welcome to KryptosChain. My name is Claudio. Acala have announced a new program called Euphrates, where you can farm using LC.dot, and it offers you a high APR so that you can get rewards before the crowd unlock happens or after. Over 73% if you stake before and over 90% if you continue staking after the rewards. The other pool offered is the T.dot pool, where you can stake LC.dot and convert it to T.dot after the lease expires for an APR starting from 157%. Now, if you decide to do it, you simply connect your wallet and select the LC.dot amount, sign the transaction, and you'll get L.dot after, or T.dot if you choose the other pool. Sora Network announced the Sora Builders program to bring devs to Sora. Now, this is what the vast majority of Web3 teams are struggling to attract right now, that is other developers who would build their own dApps that could potentially become viral and help grow that specific ecosystem. But until that happens, retail supporters who have invested their hard-earned money are unfortunately the ones paying the price. For example, one of many people impacted is Claudio Navarrete, who wrote this comment because he lost a lot of money due to the dilution in what was once a very high profit cryptocurrency, XOR, which has turned into, well, you can see in this chart. Moving on to more positive news, Moonbeam Network has announced that Glimmer has been listed on another exchange, this time a derivatives exchange called BitMEX, which will generate yet more volume and liquidity for Glimmer. Glimmer reminds me of those coins you'd see listed on various big exchanges throughout the last bear market, and then when the bull run returned, they all did very well. So it's definitely nice to see the team are placing seeds in times like these where listing costs are also greatly reduced as the crypto sentiment has dropped significantly. Bifrost announced that 1.5 million V.dot got minted on Bifrost, offering a composed APR of around 23%. They also announced that the vaults are now fully operative on Interlay, which offers a simple way to get Bitcoin in Bifrost liquid staking. Let's move on to talk about more drama, and this is regarding parallel finance. The team have come out to say that they've been tirelessly working to secure a crowd loan slot, and which will start from the 12th of October. They're saying that if they don't win the slot, the parachain would stop producing blocks, and by the way, it would downgrade them to a parathread, just like every brand who first gets into the process of winning a slot and begins as a parathread. But they're stating that they'll protect slot 52 in order to ensure a win. They're also saying that if they win slot 52, you can redeem your C.613 for DOT on a 1-to-1 ratio. So the team have a strategy in mind or are planning something like B4S wrote on X. It could be that the team are benefiting from people selling C.613 at a loss in order to extend the lease. However, the liquidity is quite good right now if we look at the swap feature on the Parallel app for the .C.613 pair. So this might not be the case, at least we hope it isn't. Crypto Lover also asked, and if you don't secure? Well, trust them, bro. Looking at the current situation with the crowd loans, Parallel have only received just over 13.9k DOT in crowd loan contributions, as par ID 3350 is theirs, while there are still Sora and Logion who have received a lot more contributions. So maybe Parallel will rely on their VCs to support them here or pull a fast one. Only time will tell. What do you think? Do drop a comment below, please, with your thoughts. Moving on to other drama, Polkadex have announced that PDEX is available on CoinDCX, which is an Indian exchange, as they added the Ioneer pair for the Indian rupee. But the real drama happened with the recent X Spaces, where the Polkadot community member has raised some concerns regarding their order book, which, to be fair, it is very thin and lacks liquidity right now. But let's hear the important points from this conversation, which was recorded, that has been discussed.
And we are talking to several LPs who could make the deposit and withdrawals in Polkadex in seconds. You don't have to go through the event here, or you may don't have to use USDT that is on statement to kind of come to Polkadex and then do that. It can be done in a very centralized manner. We can put you in our pipeline if there is an integration fee for Polkadex that you have to pay, and there is a retainer fee. And if you don't want to pay for a retainer fee, then you run an LMP program. But even for running an LMP program, we don't want to bring our liquidity to your DEX right now, as the moment it is. So should we represent Polkadot for them to kind of create a solid case, which we tried, we failed miserably. And if they want to directly integrate with us, there's a cost to it, which I think if Polkadot Treasury even tried to kind of cover it up, then they have to execute maybe a call option or something. I think that's not a fair deal for the community. That's not a fair deal for the on-chain treasury to do that.
This is your market. It's your responsibility to manage the market that you're providing. The fundamental basics of an order book model require having market makers. That's not like a surprise.
And absolutely not. I'm not denying to that, obviously, because day one we have been talking to them, even 2 years back, and that is one of the thought process where our on-chain treasury give loan to GSR for market making our tokens, but let alone that conversations to pop it to integrate with our exchange. The first question is, we don't know Polkadot. So our point of question is, you don't need to know Polkadot, you need to know Polkadex. But for every market maker we are talking to, that's the first thing, that okay, you are Polkadex. First, we don't know about Polkadot. Again, we are coming back to saying like, you don't need to care about Polkadot. You need to care about us. That is Polkadex. But the case has to be done in a way we cannot change the market standards for market maker, how they qualify things. We cannot. And if we need to align with their requirements, that's what their ask is. So I'm happy to kind of listen to solutions of how we can maybe pay them $1 million for integration, have a retainer fee, right? Or else, how can we pitch a very well positioned idea of Polkadot for them to integrate with us? Because I would rather go to the later one, where if they integrate and have a case for Polkadot, then not only they will be connected to Polkadex, but all the AMMs as well. And I think that's a fair deal for everyone.
Market makers aren't running arbitrage strategies, okay? Market maker is a service in the same way insurance is a service. Whether it's a CFD, an ETF, a coin on Binance, if you want to get your coin listed, you normally have to bring market makers that are willing to make a spread on the exchange. So we're 45 minutes through this hour, and one thing I do appreciate is you have added a new beta notification that pops up, and that will save some people. And clearly you're now thinking about the points that I've raised, which is good. So you had a team meeting, you had a strategy. So, hey, from my perspective, I'm chipping away, I'm making progress. Like, to be clear, me winning is a super healthy Polkadex app that I can link up to, and I can fire out orders on every single one of your pairs. But seeing as there's only 15 minutes now, I'm saying my piece, okay? Because we've done the buzzwords, we've done the pitches. The facts on the ground as they stand right now, okay? The app on Twitter is not being promoted as a beta. There's multiple posts from August, from September that say Polkadex Order Book V2 is live. It doesn't say beta. I get you've added a thing in the last day to make it say beta. That's fair. I accept that. The realities of the matter right now, and I implore everyone on the call to open the Polkadex app on the Polkadot market. If you sell $1,000 worth of Polkadot right now, you'll move the market 11%. If you do that on StellaSwap, you'll move it 20 basis points. If you do that on Binance, you'll move it 1 basis point.
Sorry, but I have to interrupt you here because, I just want to bring the context in the right way, because I think we are simply talking about the problems in Polkadex as it is right now. But it is premature to talk it, because let me just try to explain why. Because you have been, first of all, thank you for joining, because we are not denying that, whatever you're saying is not right, or, currently the order book is not usable for a professional trader. But, if you listen to the discussions we've had in the last many months, and if you are part of our social groups, there are so many people here. I've worked with KryptosChain before. So I think if you listen to what Gautam said for 30 minutes, it has been a long way journey to actually build up this product to the way it is right now. And there is not a single product in the world right now which can handle things what we have been doing and what we have actually built right now.
Yes, there is. Hyperliquid can do this exactly.
Wait, let me complete. No, let me complete. See, right now, there are posts that happened after the FTX incident. There is a conversation between CC and Vitalik about how exchanges can evolve, and there is actually a race to actually do this in the Ethereum ecosystem, and they have been trying a lot to get this done. Because see, you can actually build an HFT on Ethereum, but that's it. You will not have cross-chain capability. See, there are so many ways to get this done.
But if you go supposed to be a debate, and you're sandbagging me, you've run out the clock 50 minutes, and I haven't got 2 minutes to talk. Seriously, just right now, and what you just said, you said, okay, institutions cannot trade on our platform. You said that, direct quote. So how come yesterday on your Twitter, it says 6 benefits of Polkadex, bulk order execution, efficient buy and sell
So
bulk
are you
orders for
saying that
institutional
nobody's
traders.
allowed
It's just
to advertise?
dishonest. It
First point.
says
Second
on
point.
your
Second, let me
Twitter,
complete.
everyone
Let
can
me
look through
complete.
your Twitter, and it
Let me
says
complete.
now live.
Let me
It doesn't
complete.
say now
See,
live in beta.
you're just
No, what has happened, I accept. I clearly have brought these points up with you guys. You've clearly had a strategy. Like what? I'm getting to talk now, and there's literally 7 minutes left in the call. I challenge you guys to a debate. When it was my turn to speak, one of your other people jumped up ahead of me and jumped down my throat. Get to the point. Okay. The market on Polkadex right now is completely and utterly untradeable. For example, on the 15th of August, Polkadot on your market traded at $10 and it was only worth $5 on Binance. That's 100% worse price. On the 30th of September, it traded at $3, and on Binance, it traded at $4. That's a 40%, 35% worse price. I accept the strategy or the things you're saying, but anyone with any technical abilities would understand that if Hummingbot can submit orders, then a professional market maker can submit orders. When you guys put your hands up and say, we're the most efficient way of getting liquidity, so the Polkadot Treasury should give us XYZ amount of money, when you haven't proven that at all, and your market is taking advantage of people that maybe don't understand this as well and are getting just terrible fills. And then when I come to bring this to you, instead of having an open debate or having a back and forth, it's just a 3-2-1, just run out the clock. Okay, so the reality of the matter with an order book model is you need to pay actual market makers. You can say it's really expensive and it's not possible, and you want the Polkadot Treasury to pay for you guys, but it's your app. If you guys don't have a viable way of doing this, of adding more liquidity, remember, $1,000 market order will drop your market 11%. And now you're going adding more pairs and asking for more money. It's pretty easy to, on this spaces, say, oh, we're in beta, we're in beta, we're in beta. But most people on Twitter aren't looking into the technical details. And that's not the image you're saying off. You yourself, Vivek, said, and on the 17th of August, market making integration through HFT bots successful. Tick. Like that implies that, it's not in beta. That implies that the product is live. That implies that the exchange is fair. And none of those things are true that you've all just admitted.
You mentioned two instances where order book traded dot in two different prices. That is like way different from the external markets. Let me clarify that. So that's when order book got launched. Then internal developers were testing those with random prices. There was no market making live at that point. It just purely testing. Order book went on to pre-release beta to the public in few weeks ago, not in August. So you're cherry picking facts to align again. No, second thing, you mentioned that we are going to other teams and asking for funds and tokens to list in order book. We never asked anyone for liquidity, and we are always creating new markets with our own funds. And third thing, you were saying that users coming to Twitter may see that, okay, this is a fully functioning exchange. That's like totally, stupid. Because let me tell you, when they go to our interface, we clearly show a disclaimer, it's a beta product. So I'm not sure you're not able to understand that, okay, there's already a disclaimer from day one, it's a beta product. And all the liquidity is done by our side. So why are you not able to understand that and then comment on the liquidity and compare with Binance or any other exchange?
Yeah, I can explain the whole situation to you if you'd stop rambling. That whole discussion was about incentivizing native tokens on DotSwap, which was the native swapping parachain for the Acid Hub so that new users could come and get native tokens. It was for parachain tokens, yes, for sure, but it was on DotSwap. That's why people didn't want liquidity going to your chain, because it's supposed to be collective. It's supposed to be for everybody. It's so users can withdraw from Binance, buy a little bit of Glimmer, buy a little bit of Mangata tokens, and then bridge off to their chain. So when you guys put your hand up and say, we're the most efficient, we should get all the money, then yeah, other parachains don't like that, especially when you guys are claiming we're the most efficient when you have the worst product on the market in terms of trading. That's perfectly reasonable from the other parachain teams. And then for you guys, of course, you're going to annoy other parachain teams to say, instead of us all collectively meeting in this common good chain, give it all to us because we're the direct quote most efficient. And it's like, I'm looking at the numbers, I'm looking at the metrics. you're not the most efficient.
So let me clarify that. Okay, dot swap was not mentioned in that summit. And second thing, there was discussion on which AMM can support this, and every single AMM said that AMM based project said that this is not enough liquidity to create 40 different trading pairs. And that's when I didn't try to catch up the whole money in the beginning, when nobody said like everybody said that no, they cannot sustain this market with such low little liquidity. That's when we offered our help.
So there you go. What do you think about Polkadex after listening to this? Do you think Vivek was right in his arguments, or was only DeFi guy right? To be fair, they didn't really let him speak, so I'm not sure if they did that in order to dodge the answers to his questions. But I'm hoping we'll get some answers to this, and perhaps I should interview Vivek on my channel again just to clarify it and to speak about their plans to solve this liquidity problem, which is very real right now. That's it for today's short video. Thanks as always for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.